Imagine being on a road trip with a bunch of other people, not club members, just individual riders. Everybody decides to do a coast-to-coast trip, or almost coast-to-coast, Atlanta to California, and your bike was the bike that was having issues on the road, having the most issues on the road. So, by the time you guys got to California, not to the destination, but to California, the rest of the crew decided to push on when your bike was pretty much the holdup. How would you feel about that? Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? It's a lovely day today. Just decided to get out and ride. I woke up this morning, felt like getting out here. Probably gonna head up to Nashville today. Just get a good ride in, enjoy myself. I was gonna go to New Orleans and grab some lunch and come back, but left a little later than I anticipated this morning. So I changed up my trajectory and decided to go to Nashville, Tennessee. We'll ride over here and maybe catch a few murals, grab some lunch, then head on back. It's a great day today. That's the new Buc-ee's right there. So I guess I'll catch that. Cause per usual, I don't know what it is, but when I leave the house, or when I'm leaving out, I don't be getting gas. Or I don't get gas. Well, I haven't ridden my bike in 2 days, so that's probably the reason why I don't have any gas right now. And I really wasn't anticipating. I didn't know I was going to be riding out this morning. But at any rate, gotta grab some gas. Gonna go to Buc-ee's, grab some gas, and then head on out to Nashville, Tennessee. Got some stuff I want to talk about today. I just got a few questions for you guys. If you are riding coast to coast with a group of riders, not club members, just a group of riders, individual riders that all decided to ride coast to coast, and somebody's bike broke down. No. Let's change that. If you were the person whose bike was having issues on the road and kept breaking down or broke down, a time or two on the road, and then it got to the point where you were holding up the pack for hours, what would be your mindset on that ride? Again, let me rephrase. Let me say that again. If you decide to ride cross country with a pack, all individuals, not any club, not club affiliated, not military affiliated, just individual riders going across from one coast to the other to an event, and you had the bike that kept having issues. One day you held a group up for 7-8 hours plus, and then you broke down again. Would you feel like the whole pack, the entire pack should stay back and wait for you? Or do you feel like as long as you were in a safe place, i.e. the dealership, i.e. a hotel right there, would you expect the pack to stay with you? I'm asking this question because if you don't know, I'm in the Atlanta bike set, and there's a group of women that rode, and one guy that rode from Atlanta to Rebri Anniversary out in Cali, and the scenario that I just explained to you happened. What are your thoughts, guys? tell me your train of thought. I want to know, and I got some bits and pieces that I want to add to this. Now, I'm asking for you guys' perspective. If you were the person with the bike that was having issues, what would you expect the other riders to do? Again, mind you, they have an event. It's a whole weekend. So bike night is Wednesday night. They left out on like Sunday, I think. And they wanted to, the people that were leading the ride, and everybody agreed, hey, we're planning on being at bike night that Wednesday night. You know, whatever's got to go on, we're planning on being at that bike night on Wednesday night, because that's when the festivities start. You know, it's a whole weekend thing. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then they had Road King Day on Sunday, which is super cool. I would love to go out there to Road King Day. On Ground Clothing sponsors it, and Rock sponsors it, and I would love to go out there and check that out. So what would you guys expect from the others if your bike kept breaking down?
Now, before we get into this, let me add, this was not a military group. So I'm a content creator. So I'm not asking for, well, I was in the military and, our code was we don't leave, everybody leaves, get there, this, that, and the other. This was not a military group. This was not a full motorcycle club, meaning there's not a lot of, it wasn't, the club leave together and this and that and the other. I mean, because everybody has their different opinions on what should happen or what shouldn't happen. To be clear, they did all get to California. There was some lag. The young lady that bike was messing up, she did eventually get to California. The rest of the pack pressed on. But my question to you is not what you feel like everybody else should have did. My question to you guys is, if you were that bike that was holding up the pack, what do you think your mindset would have been? That's my question. If that was you, what do you think your mindset would have been on that ride?
Now the rain is scheduled to be come in this evening back in Atlanta. So I got my riding pants on. I don't mind get caught in the rain. I actually had jeans on, and normally when I ride distances, I will put on my riding pants. Like I said, I had jeans on earlier, and I was thinking, well, maybe I'll miss the rain today, because it's not supposed to rain in Nashville, but it is supposed to rain in Atlanta. So my thought process when I first put my clothes on was, maybe I wear jeans and maybe I miss the rain or if I get wet. But on the other hand, if you got it, use it. These pants are awesome. I love them. They're made by Bilt, B-I-L-T. Guys, if you know rain is in the forecast, go ahead and suit up, or make preparations. Make preparations for it. I may run through some rain, I may not, but at least my pants won't be soaked. If my shirt gets wet, then so be it. But I still have my rain suit in my saddlebag. But rain is supposed to pretty much be here all weekend. I just had an itch to get out and ride today. I just changed my oil. I got fresh oil. Got two new fresh tires, and I'm just out here gonna enjoy the ride today. Got to figure out where I want to eat when I get to Nashville today. I haven't been to this Buc-ee's yet. This is 60 miles, 61 miles from my house, headed north on 75 north. But all I know is Buc-ee's are like doggone amusement parks, man. Hey, am I the only one that I don't like to? I like to go to gas pumps facing the store. I don't know why. That's always been my thing. I like to go to the pumps that are facing the store. Getting back to the if you were that person with the bike. Now, mind you, there's been a lot of back and forth, and I mean a lot of back and forth via social media on what went on, what should have taken place, what shouldn't have taken place. Okay, so the backstory to that is one rider. It was like 19 of them set out from Atlanta to California. 19 of them on the ride. Now they signed waivers. Everybody agreed on certain things. We're going to be at bike night on Wednesday. You know, they were supposed to go through the Grand Canyon, see the Grand Canyon on the bikes and all this stuff. So, and it just so happens that the person in question, her bike was in service. I did watch it live last night, and I found out that they ended up staying not in service. They went to a Harley dealership because her bike was having trouble. So they ended up staying there about 8 hours or so. Like the first couple hours, it was said that the lady wasn't going to get the bike fixed. She was going to buy another bike at the dealership. But for whatever reason, she didn't buy one. So they ended up fixing her bike. So they ended up staying at the dealership like 8 hours plus. That day, they were supposed to go through the Grand Canyon, see the Grand Canyon. So they missed that. Now, mind you, everybody stayed back with her to make sure that her bike was good. So that was like the first deal. Oh, the deal before that. Now, they went over, let me back up. Okay, so first of all, it was a freaking heat wave. Beginning of the summer, they were going across the 100 plus temps the whole time. So the lady in question, when they first set out, by the time they got to Mississippi, her body was really, really stressing as far as the heat is concerned. So they ended up delaying for a while. I don't know how long, but they were at the stop. Everybody was chilling. It was super hot, super hot. So that was a delay other than normal delays. And then the bike situation happened. The bike situation meaning they went to, her bike was giving them problems. So they went to the Harley dealership. They ended up staying 8 hours plus. So they missed the Grand Canyon. By them missing the Grand Canyon, now mind you, the whole group missed the Grand Canyon, going through the Grand Canyon on the bikes. So that was two instances. Her body was stressing. The bike was at the Harley dealership. Then there was another time, from what I understand, her bike was giving issues, so she pulled off on the side of the road. So that was a situation. They went back and helped her, and then they took her. She ended up getting I'm assuming getting a tow to the Harley Davidson. By this time, they're in California. So, and I'm not getting into all of the politics or the whatever what went on with them. But she did say that they left her. Now mind you, from my understanding, what they did was make sure that she was at a Harley dealership. They made sure that, she was good at the dealership, that there was a hotel there. And also there were a lot more bikers coming through the area. Rare Breed being one of the main bike clubs, a lot of their members were coming through. So they could have scooped her up and she could have jumped in with them. So that's pretty much the story on that, without getting into a whole bunch of stuff, because I don't know a lot of stuff. So let's get back to what I'm asking you guys. If you guys was this person and you were having issues with your bike, several issues with your bike, and you want a ride slated to go from wherever the ride was from Atlanta to California, and you kept having issues on your bike, would you expect people to hang out more than what I just described? Again, these were not all club members of the same club. This was not a military affiliation, because I was seeing some people in the comments, well, the Marines, we don't leave this and that and other. It's not the Marines. Well, in the Army, we did this, we don't do that. It's not the Army. We're talking about individual riders, everybody that signed on to do the particular ride, and with everybody, it was made clear what was going to be expected of everybody. Via have your own monies, have your bike service before you left. It was advised to get AAA. And for those of you that don't have AAA, or if you have AAA, if you got just the regular $99 one and you got a bike, that's not good enough. You need the upgraded one. It costs about $300 something a year. What it gives you like 100 miles of tow, hotel room if needed, all this different kind of stuff. So again, if you have AAA and you just got like the basic plan and you ride motorcycles and you ride distances, that's not good enough. You need to get the one that has it's the premium. It's the premium package. That's what I have, the premium package. Because if my bike goes down, then at least I know I can get a tow for at least 100 miles. I think it's 100 miles, or maybe a little more than that, 100 miles and all that. But anyway, I was just say that. So they advised them to get that, have the AAA, have your money together, because everybody know it take money to be on these roads. Guys, chime in. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all not looking at the people that continued on the trip, I want you guys to put yourself in the position of the rider that was having trouble with her motorcycle. Now, mind you, these ain't little kids. These is real grown people. Again, these ain't little kids. These is real grown people. Man, I couldn't have asked for a better day or weather. It is nice out here. It's in, I guess, mid-80s. There's a little breeze. I guess because that cold front came in because of the rain. But it is super nice out here. How do you guys think that you would react to... It's always backed up right here for some reason. How do you guys think that you would react to what went on? And what I mean by what went on is by the group continuing to decide to push on and go ahead and make it to their destination. Now, mind you, the one that was bike was broken down. She had her she was at Hurley. There were other people coming behind her that she could have jumped in with, and she was in the safe place. How would you have felt if you were that one? Would you have... These are the questions. Would you have problems with the rest of the group that decided to push on? Would you have or have had animosity towards the others that decided to leave, even though you were in a good place, a safe place? That's the question. That's what I'm asking. How do you think you would have reacted? How do you think you would have acted, or how do you think you would have responded if you were that person that was left behind? Let me hear it. Now, here's my take on it. And this is because I have ridden coast to coast before a couple times, because I do ride a lot. I ride with people and I ride solo. I think that when you ride like that, when you're riding with somebody else, you need to be mindful of, you have to ride your ride. And if you can't keep up with the pack, and this is me, if you can't keep up with the pack, then somewhere in your mind, you need to make a conscious decision to say, hey, I'm gonna bow out and let y'all continue to roll on. I feel like you shouldn't have to, or you shouldn't hold up the crowd, the pack, the other riders, if you are not capable of keeping up, or if you are having issues. It just don't work like that. Now, I could be wrong, but I really don't think I am. Hey, that's some family right there. I could be wrong, but I just feel like when you're going to ride like that, if you feel like, now, first of all, most people know their bikes. Most people know what their bikes are capable of doing or not doing. So, if you are that person that don't know your bike, if you don't know your bike, then that's one thing That's why I'll tell people ride your bike so you know where know what your bike will do or know what it sounds like. But that's besides the point. You have to get to the point where on a ride like that, you got to decide if I'm going to ride or keep hindering the rest of the pack, or if I'm gonna bow out. Me, if I knew that I wasn't cutting it, I would have bowed out. I would have said, I'll catch up with you guys whenever I get whatever issues I have resolved. I think that holding people up because you're in a quote unquote foreign place, which was California. I don't feel like I have the right to say, hey, hold on, wait for me, don't leave me, this, that, the other, because I'm real grown. I knew what it was gonna take to come out here, money wise, bike wise, everything. So at no point should I feel some kind of way about that. One of the reasons why I picked coming to Nashville is I love coming down this Mount Eagle. Not so much in the big truck, because you guys may know I drive big trucks. But it still ain't that bad in the big truck, but a lot of cats be scared to come down this. But getting back to what I was saying now, I do feel like this. If you are somebody that you don't think you do well by yourself on a bike far away, I feel like you should. Looks like this traffic is stopped, man. I feel like you should maybe go in this ride with a buddy system. And what I mean by that is, if you feel like you're somebody that doesn't do well, what the heck? That whole other side is stopped. What's going on here? We'll see what's going on.
So right there, I think my GoPro died. When I say died, I mean died like dead, like it's gone, like it's not function no more. I thought it was a um, SD card, or I thought it was a memory card. I thought it was a memory card issue, but it wasn't. It was I bought a new memory card. I put in the camera. On the way back, I hit it like twice. I did like 2 1 minute videos, and then it just went black, and it won't come back on. So that's for that part of the video. But this is what I'm saying. I feel like if you're not comfortable with riding outside of your prospective area that you normally ride in. So, in other words, if you're not comfortable riding in states, states that are far away from your home state, then and you're not with somebody that you know personally, that you've been riding with, that you kind of know their character and who they're with, I think that you need to have a sense of, I need to be with somebody that I know is going to be with me. In other words, I need to be with somebody that, and we pretty much need to make a pact. If we go on this trip, no matter what happens, I'm going to stay with you, you're going to stay with me. And this is just for the people that are not comfortable going in quote unquote foreign areas. A few states over where things are, we all have a sense of, we all get a sense of home when we get into our home state, or when we get on that interstate that's close to the house. So we all kind of like breathe, even though we might be an hour or two out, we still breathe a little easier because it's in our minds, it's like we're almost home. So I feel like you either need to go with somebody that has a buddy system with you, or go in with the fact that you have a buddy system, or you need to really evaluate yourself, and you need to think about all scenarios. If I go on this ride and things happen and I end up having to be by myself, am I okay to do that by myself? Am I okay to be able to handle whatever I need to handle by myself? Be it monetary, be it physical, be it um, emotional. Because riding distances is, it's you have to be strong willed and strong mind, because it's easy to want to turn around when you out there on the road. It's easy to want to be like, man, why am I doing this? I mean, I just need to turn around. I just need to go the other way, or whatever. So these are things that you need to keep in mind when you riding. Now, me again personally, like I said in the video, if it was me, then I would have bowed out after the first time. Not to hold everybody else up. I would have been like, hey, you guys go ahead. I'll catch up, or I'll see you there. All in all, it was a great trip for those ladies. It was like 19 ladies that rode from Atlanta to California. That is a monumental thing. They have everything to be proud of. They have a story to tell. I've heard somebody say probably 70% of riders have never ridden cross country, coast to coast or that far. It's over 2,000 something miles. So they really have something to hold their head up about. The one that had issues with the one that had issues with her bike, and I understand that she had some gripes with some of the riders, or the riders that she felt like left her or whatever. I really feel like she's focusing on the wrong thing. I would encourage her to focus on the ride that the majority of people on motorcycles have never done, that want to do it. There's people right now saying, "Man, I want to do. I wish I could do that. I wish I would have went with them. I wish I could have did that, or whatever." So in all things, we have to look at. We have to have the perspective of. We have to look at the positive. I said in my last video, you have to look for the positive. If you look for the positives, it's kind of hard to see the negatives. But if you look for the negatives, you're pretty much going to get what you're looking for. That's pretty much what I have for this video. I hope this video was informative to you. Um, Chime in. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you were in that position, how you would have felt, how you think you may have reacted in this situation, and most of all, what lessons learned do you think that came out of this trip that they took. Overall, it was a great trip. They did have some mishaps. California did have there were a couple bikes got stolen out there, but just like everybody's going to have a good time, the thieves don't never stop. The thieves don't take off. So that was unfortunate. I think one of the ladies actually got her bike stolen while she was out there at the event. But that's neither here nor there. We're not talking about that in this video. Again, folks, as always, my name is LT. This is Views on Twos. Be nice, smile at somebody, and ride every day. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.